Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sad news today of what happened. I start off by saying it's sad, but did it have to happen? Did those bombs have to be mailed in the mail? Because if you have the Republicans winning in the election, right? You are a Trump supporter, and you send packages to Hillary Clinton. You send packages to Barack, all these people, Soros, right? You're sending packages to all these people, and you know what they have in common? They belong in jail, right? Look, that's the guy that sent the package. Look, right? He Trump pens, like look at these pictures. It's like he would just go, put on his shirt, take a picture. Like, I don't know, man. Like, does the media think we're this? Like the van with all the stickers on it? Like, all conveniently. Thank you, Snow White, I try. Like, that's the guy from Broward County. And then today, we have a tragedy at a synagogue in Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh, or in Pittsburgh. And we forget about this, right? This is not important anymore. The serial mail bomb suspect, that's not important. We forgot about that. Because we're talking about Robert Bowers. There we go. We're talking about Robert Bowers today. That's it. We're done. We're done with the bomb. We forgot about the bomb. We're onto something
Governor
new.
Wolf talking about we cannot accept this type of violence as a normal part of our American life. And certainly that's what people in Squirrel Hill are feeling right now. When I was out there earlier today talking with folks who may not necessarily even be members of Tree of Life Synagogue, but they are touched by this.
Tree of Life. They keep saying Tree of Life. I know that's the location of the place. Just you got to pay attention to everything these people say. They're sending out messages.
6 injuries, including 4 police officers, and that does not include the suspect. And they also talked a little bit about the degree of caution that they have as investigators will enter the suspect's apartment in Baldwin. They don't exactly know what they may encounter there. The bomb squad may play a role in this, and certainly as they go in there and search for information, they just do not know what may await them. So there was a lot of information here today. At the same time, there are questions that I'm sure people still have. It's unclear whether he had any specific connection to the Tree of Life Synagogue. We're not aware that he had that any specific connection to that. And also, I think, Ken, you mentioned this, something that stuck out to me is that at this point, they have not been able to determine that there was any police record, any prior situation with this man. But that is the very latest. And in fact, the suspect, we should also say, multiple gunshot wounds in fair condition. He was taken to Allegheny General Hospital, and again, criminal charges could be filed.
Okay.
We have identified the suspect at this point as 48-year-old Robert Bowers from Baldwin. And again, investigators are there on the scene. Our Ralph Iannotti is over there as well, waiting as they begin to go into his apartment and try to learn more about what may have motivated this man to do such a heinous act. But that
So we have Florida, Pennsylvania. What's going on the East Coast, right? All this crazy stuff on the East Coast. That's why I left New York City.
Of information that was new to my ears is that according to
This guy's like 90 years old doing the news still.
1 assault rifle and 3 handguns. That assault rifle being an AR-15. So it's a day of unspeakable evil, as these law enforcement leaders are telling us. It's also a day of incredible bravery, and even they were in disbelief.
Did she change her outfit, or was she wearing a green one earlier? Or they changed the girl?
Bravery of those officers running into that synagogue, knowing the danger that they would face.
And I live in that neighborhood. I live not very far from Tree of Life, and of course, I've been in touch with numerous.
Of course you're doing. Of course you're on the news.
Who were on the street going about their business in the morning, saying that they have never seen such a fast and quick response. And when the police officers were driving by, they knew.
How come the streets are cleared already?
In Squirrel Hill, based on the response and the amount
Like one car.
of officers who were rushing to the scene. U.S. Attorney Scott Brady.
See, you got to look at this stuff with a different mind, with a different point of
We
view.
have mentioned that the suspect, Robert Bowers, is currently in the hospital in fair condition with multiple
Like,
gunshot
where did these
wounds.
tanks come from, or these army?
Or was he shot by
Or they just
police?
happen to be in
And
Pittsburgh? I don't know. You
telling
could
us
correct me
they're
if I'm
going to be
wrong. I'm
sorting
just,
all of that
I
out
like
and
to
have
ask
a
questions.
definite answer to give to us on that. But he was
It's only a few
seen
people out there.
after the
It
shooting.
looks kind of
He
dead, kind of
ran
clear.
back inside. We want to bring back in.
I don't. I know it's Saturday. It's not a business day.
Where this suspect lived.
You know, but when you watch the news the way that I'm, like, you know, I'm thinking out loud right now.
Thanks very much. We're here in Baldwin Borough, where this investigation has brought federal officials and local police. We're on McAnulty Road. There's an apartment complex here called McAnulty Acres, and this is where the suspected gunman, the 46-year-old gunman, Robert
This
Bowers,
boomer should be
lived.
retired instead of doing the news.
Of the FBI and the ATF, the media reporters were being kept way back from the scene. We cannot see the apartment complex, the 11-unit apartment complex, from where we are here on McAnulty Road. It's behind the apartment unit. The 11-unit apartment building is behind a brown building here. But we're being kept back again per orders from the FBI and the ATF at this hour. But obviously the feds are here.
He had time to buy Subway.
Bomb squad is here. This is known as the South Ball.
Okay, so they have a bomb squad. All right, that's good.
Now, earlier this afternoon, when we were here, we talked to a neighbor
Does every county have a bomb squad?
who said this is so uncharacteristic of this particular neighborhood. Let's listen to what he had.
11 dead now. It was 8 before, now it's 11.
Very quiet neighborhood, as you can see. Nothing goes on. It's shocking that something like this would happen. And honestly,
This guy's a college professor. Guarantee you this guy's a college professor.
close to home.
Describe this neighborhood.
It's quiet. The most noise we get are airplanes flying over
This guy is such a college professor.
once in a while.
11-6 hurt.
Quiet neighborhood, nice neighbors, get along with everybody.
Nothing like this obviously has ever happened.
Yeah.
When you tie it in with what happened earlier this morning in the city of Pittsburgh in that synagogue, what goes through your mind?
It's a shame. It's a downright shame that something with that would happen to those people. Hearts and prayers go out to their families. And the officer's injured and the family's lost their loved one today. It's a sad day.
So again, the investigation continues here in the South Hills in Baldwin Borough, the McNulty Acres Apartments. And just as a side note, we'd like to say this is happening.
Hey, dude, get out the way. Cars are trying to drive by.
Apartment where the suspected gunman lived is right near the South Baldwin Volunteer Fire Department. And there's a wedding reception going on here this afternoon at this hour. Police are keeping the media back from the apartment complex where the investigation is ongoing at this hour. But the wedding reception, there was a wedding this afternoon we're told in the South Hills area in Pittsburgh, and they decided to go on with the reception here at the Volunteer Fire Department. They have
Yeah.
a banquet hall here because
You know how expensive it is to rearrange all that?
put
No.
everything on hold.
Who cares? We still gotta have a wedding.
Right now, the feds, the FBI, ATF, and local police, the county bomb squad.
They said we're getting married today.
They had to get a search warrant to go into this suspected gunman's apartment. That happened, we presume, earlier this afternoon. And again, this investigation continues at this hour. Back to you guys in the studio.
You know, Ralph, seeing all that activity, the people in that neighborhood have to be dumbfounded. I'm wondering, have you come across anyone who...
The word they use is dumbfounded.
This guy,
That's what you think we are, a bunch of
lives on
dumbs.
his own. Any family? Do we know anything about where he works? Anything?
I don't know anything to that about that at this hour.
This boomer, look, he's like in the middle of the street.
Producers here from CBS
Like
earlier
the
talked
police
about
officer's gonna tell him, "Hey, boomer, get off the road."
that,
He's like standing in the middle of the street, and these cars are trying to get by. They're doing an investigation. This boomer's like right all over him.
And also, he knew that this guy had some guns, but that's all. That's all we know at this point. Again, we're a block
He had the long
and
rifle.
a half away from the actual complex where the search is now going on.
All right, Ralph, thanks. We'll be back in touch.
All right. Also, we heard from Bob Jones, special agent with the FBI, and he said,
Bob
"This
Jones.
is the most horrific crime scene I have seen in 22 years." I mean, if that doesn't shake you to your core, these are seasoned law enforcement.
And we're never gonna see
officers
pictures.
saying going into that scene and seeing.
We're never gonna see pictures of the scene. We're gonna take Bob Jones' word for it, because the 22 years he has never seen anything like this.
Today I had a chance to talk to
So Bob Jones, Bob Jones.
And I said, describe for me the building. Who would have been there?
Okay, my mind is starting to hurt from this fake news. Let's finish watching the call from an uprising from earlier today. We're watching this in the last video.
Side of the guy's bed, and they show you on the news, the police,
That news media
man,
makes me
towing
stupid.
it away. Look at this stuff.
This message just to distract us, yep.
You got Michael Moore with a bullseye on him.
Mm.
Hillary Clinton with a bullseye. Hands, thumbs up.
It's a call for an uprising. Make sure you subscribe to his channel.
So now we're supposed to be, not only is this guy a massive Trump supporter, crazy right wing, and we haven't heard yet, but you know what's coming. Conspiracy theorists, they'll have stuff, they'll mention Pizzagate with Hillary Clinton, all this stuff. You know what's coming. You know it's coming.
Yep.
Right? I'm surprised he doesn't have YouTube stickers on his car of his favorite YouTube conspiracy theorists. Now,
They call for an uprising.
because obviously I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a supporter of any of them because I think they're all in it together and all part of the brotherhood. I don't think they leave things like that up to chance.
See, I love a call for an uprising, right? The beautiful thing about a call for an uprising, I listened to him even before the elections. He was very critical of Trump. I was a big Trump supporter. And I would get kind of angry at a call an uprising because, I'm supporting the president. And this guy was just saying, oh, he's part of it. He's part of it. Well, he just finished saying, he's been saying that since 2016. And I thought call for an uprising, oh man, this guy, but I kept listening to him. Even though I did not agree with everything a call for an uprising said, I kept listening. And then, you know what? I learned more and more. And then now I'm like, is Trump really out there to help us, or is he one of them? Did we really elect him, or was he selected? When you can understand that and ask yourself that question, that's how you know you're awake. That's how you know. How's it going, hey Pinochet? These people, man, they love burritos, they love beaners. I'll make you some good habichuela. You want some good habichuelas, hey Pinochet? What's up, Dr. Brony? So these people think they think we're so dumb. Like, this is why they have CNN playing at the airports. While you're sitting down, you got nothing else to do, you're watching CNN, and just, oh, look, this is what you're gonna read. Man arrested in connection with suspected package bomb, has criminal history, has a Florida address and ties to New York. You're at the airport, you're reading this, and you're like, oh, empanada con queso or con carne, which one? So you see a man arrested, you see that, oh, this, and then you see this Trump stickers. You're at the airport and you're just like, oh, these crazy Trump supporters. I hope I don't see a Trump supporter on this plane. And next thing you know, you see a Trump supporter with a MAGA hat. Then you feel like being brave today, right? Like it's 9/11. All of a sudden you feel like you want to be brave, like you're 9/11 now. Like after 9/11, we felt the courage, we were united. Now, it's like they plant this stuff so you could hate Trump supporters. So if you put on a MAGA hat, you're going to get kicked out. Oh, we don't want a mass shooter. This is what they're programming you. This is what is called programming. It's called television program for a reason. They're programming you. So you're watching this. You're being programmed right now. So you're watching the Trump stickers, oh, this Trump fan, crazy Trump supporter. They're gonna show his picture with the Trump pen sign. It's called sleeper cells. Sleeper cells are planned out a while before, this guy, he could have been going to the rallies. We're going to keep an eye on this guy. It could be any one of us, right? Any one of us, we're a Trump supporter, but we have like a crazy, and then the FBI knocks on your door like, hey, we could wipe out all those records, or we could give your family this amount of money. You're still gonna go to jail, but we need you to take the hit for this. You don't think that's possible? You think that's only possible in movies? You think that's only possible in Jason Bourne and Mission Impossible? Where do you think these people got the ideas for this stuff? The moon landing. You really think the moon landing happened? It keeps freezing.
I don't think they let people vote in an election, okay? But to each their own with what they want to believe. I'm surprised we don't have stickers on this car. Maybe they will stick a call for an uprising sticker on there somewhere, right?
You see that? High profile conservatives claim mail bombs are an attack by the left. So when you have an opinion, they own the media. Who is they? Who owns the media, ladies and gentlemen? Fox News and CNN. Who owns all these people? The ones you cannot speak about are the ones that control you, like Voltaire said, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. You cannot speak about the ones that own the news, right? The fake news. They talk about they hate Trump. It's all a confusion. It's all a confusion. It's all to confuse you. Juice and bagels, juice and bagels. You're watching Fox News, you're hating the left. You're watching CNN, you're hating the right. And now you're watching CNN. You're one of these crazy liberals that watch CNN. And you're watching, oh, look at the Trump supporter synagogue. Or Trump supporter with the bombs. It could be one of us. Let me feel in power. So you have Antifa that has no moralities. Groups like Antifa on the left, they have no morality. These people do not believe in God. If they believe in God, they wouldn't be doing the things that they do. They will know what's right and what's wrong. You know who grew up? They were indoctrinated through the schools, the public schools. Who controls the public school? The Frankfurt School in New York City, 1912. And all the public schools all indoctrinated our kids. Even I was indoctrinated. I was able to snap out of it. I was able to get out of it. You know why? Because I'm creative. Look how creative I am. I don't have Streamlabs, but I'm bringing, I'm doing commentary and I'm showing you video. Even though I don't have the software yet and the editing, I haven't done it yet. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there, ladies and gentlemen. But I have to be creative right now, right? I have to get a little MacGyver in here. See what Call for an Uprising saying.
But that's what's coming next to this. He listens to all the fake news on the internet. Now he's sending out bombs because he thinks these people are all evil, right? More of this left-right paradigm nonsense. But I mean, who is looking at this? Like, have you ever seen a car on the street, other than a van or some type of car that has a business on the side of it? Have you ever seen a car with stickers on the window like this? I mean, this, can you even...
Hey, Peter Chair, I know what you mean, man. I was on the chat rooms.
Against the wall. But just in general, have you ever been anywhere and seen this? His entire car is just loaded with stuff, and you can see most of it here, which is all pro-Trump, anti-liberal, right? I'm sure they'll have an Alex Jones sticker on there to keep that narrative going, right? That they're doing with Trump and, with Alex Jones and this COINTELPRO operation. I'm sure we'll find something like that on there, right? That he's a subscriber to InfoWars. Unbelievable. After federal authorities on Friday arrested 56-year-old Cesar Sayoc, or should I just call him Caesar Psyop? Let's just call him Caesar Psyop. In connection with the explosive devices that were sent to nearly a dozen public officials and critics of President Trump over the past week, a Twitter user posted close-up photos of the suspect's van. Well, that's convenient that he was able to get close up to the van right before, while the police are like around the van, right? Because you think, oh, maybe there's a bomb or the van's going to blow up, right? I mean, give me a break.
This guy was
Twitter
in the
posted
gym.
close-up photos of the suspect's van, which is covered with Trump photos, American flags, and bizarre right-wing paraphernalia. So we have all the right-wing stuff. Because remember, they lump all of us into this right-wing thing. We're considered right-wing because we believe in Jesus Christ, and because we're not part of the liberal movement, we got to be a part of the right. Even though most of us who are awake.
See, he brings up a good point, Jesus. They took God away from everything. These people took God away from everything. You cannot even talk about God anymore. You know why they worship the LGBTQ movement? The goat Lucifer. Lucifer's a transgender goat. Goat Lucy. They worship a transgender goat. This is why they love the LGBTQ, the tranny, the empowerment, the confusion. They're destroying everything God created, man and woman. God created Adam and Eve, man and woman. They're destroying that. Listen, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being gay. Hey, you want to be gay? Go do that. Go over there, but don't push that onto 8-year-olds. You know, you got that kid Desmond the Amazing, that little 8-year-old tranny, or a drag kid, right? That's his name, drag kid. You know, all drugged up on the news. And he's like 11 years old now. He started at 8, and that's what they're promoting. So little kids see, oh look, if I dress like a little girl, I could become famous like Desmond the Amazing. And that's what they're putting into your mind. Who controls television? They put all this stuff on TV. Like girls, they get Snapchat. They're all half naked. Every girl's 16, 17, 18 years old. It's like women are aspiring to be in Pornhub, to be half naked on Snapchat or Instagram. 500,000, like that's the degeneracy that is going on in this world. And who is doing this degeneracy? Who is destroying the minds of our youth in the schools, in the media, in the movies? You could go to Netflix, that new Netflix show, Sabrina. My gosh. You know how satanic that show it is? And this is what they're putting on TV now. Look, it comes up, Netflix, look at that right away. Look how satanic this stuff is.
They're coming to get you, Barbara, huh?
Harvey Kinkle, the only person you're gonna scare is yourself.
Look, this is the Sabrina, right? They put it on Netflix. Your kids go watch it, right? Netflix Kids, and it probably has porn here. And this is the degeneracy that is going on now, ladies and gentlemen. And it's Netflix, right? Everybody has Netflix, $9.99. Porn is free. And this is what they're wanting your kids to have access to, right? Because you give your kids your phone, your tablet. Hey, here, go be quiet. Go in the closet. You know, they're probably watching this nonsense. Oh, Sabrina, because you grew up with Sabrina the Teenage Witch, so you think this Sabrina is like a Nickelodeon show. Or, you know, when you were younger, you were watching all these crazy shows, but at the time we thought they were cool. So you know, you're gonna let your kids watch it. But now look, they're straightforward. They're satanic, demonic stuff. Look at this. Look at this. This is not Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Chilling, right? Hey, we chilling, right? Yo, we chilling tonight or what? Chilling Adventures. It makes it sound cool. Oh, her adventures. Wow. Does this look like an adventure? This looks like you're about to eat some babies or some bodies or something. You know, look at this stuff, man. This is on Netflix. Who owns Netflix? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, connect the dots. You know, I'm doing this video now. I'm going to go heavy because of what happened today. They're going to be censoring a lot of us because we're going to start naming the people behind this. And when you start naming them, they start shutting you down. And today is Shut It Down Saturday. But you know what? I'm not shutting it down. When this channel gets shut down, that means they got me. So look at this satanic stuff. A Netflix original series, yes. The people that bring you Big Mouth or pedophilia cartoons. Look at this stuff, man. This is probably like the good parts. I hear they have like sacrificing. Look, the cat is there, of course. They put the black cat. You know, the talking cat. Look, they make it look so nice. Oh, look, high school. Girls. They always put you in the tub. You ever notice every celebrity is always in a tub, in a blood? Look at this stuff, man. And this witch culture, this horror culture, it's popular now. Halloween season, everybody dresses up. Oh, I love dressing up. You know, it's a pagan holiday. It's fun. Yeah, dress up like Buzz Lightyear. Dress up like Woody. You know, go ahead. Dress up like Mickey Mouse. Yeah, it's cool. Look at that. They put the... What flag is this? What does that remind you of? 99.99 upside down. Yep, everything is 9.99. Damn, what does this look like? This looks familiar, huh? That looks like a flag of a certain country or state, right? What flag does that remind you of? Wow, right? Like, That's weird, right? This is... All right, where have I seen that before? Where have I seen that exactly like that, right? Wow. Oh my gosh. What a coincidence. I don't know, right? I'm just being crazy. Look at this. What is it, like Twilight? Walking Dead. You know, they had Walking Dead for like 30 years already. Oh, this came out yesterday. It's a pentagram. You know what other show is really satanic on Netflix? This one. You know who created this show? Nick Crow. That's the guy that created Big Mouth, right? That pedophilia show on Netflix, the pedophile cartoon. Let's see where is he from, right? Let's find out. So you guys don't think I'm making anything up. Nick Crow, born June 5th, 1978, is an American actor, comedian, writer. Yeah, Big Mouth. All of this for kids. Look at this guy, Nick Crow. Look at his face. Look this up, ladies and gentlemen. His role as Rodney in the FX comedy series The League, for creating starting Comedy Central series Crow Show, and the big series Big Mouth. He has a supporting roles. I don't care about all this. Where is he from? What tribe and stuff, you know? Crow was born in New York State and raised in Rye, New York. He is the son of Lynn and Jules Crow, a businessman who funded Crow Inc., a corporate investigation and risk consulting firm. Okay, let's go look at his father, right? Jules Crow, born May 18, 1941, is an American businessman whose company Crow Inc. is credited with founding the modern corporate investigation industry in 1972. Something else happened in 1972. That movie came out, Medusa, where they had a plane fly into a building, and then that same producer created that movie, George Crow, yep, Jules Crow, yep. What was that movie where the 9/11 happened? Oh, The Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger. Let me show you real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is beautiful. When you do research, I'm just showing you how I do research, or, you know, mess around, and this is how you learn. The Lone Ranger. Watch. Check this out. Trailer. Not this one. The Lone Gunman. Thank you, Dr. Broner. You the man. You the man. I was looking silly over here. You the man. I love this comment section. You guys are awesome. Let me yeah, right here. Check this out.
We know it's a war game scenario. It has to do
War game scenario.
rather than put enough to kill more.
Yeah, tell me another one on Netflix.
If some terrorist group wants to act out this scenario, why target you for assassination? Depends on who your terrorists are. The men who conceived of it in the first place. You're saying our government plans to commit a terrorist act against a domestic airline?
There you go. Indicting the entire government as usual. It's a fact.
See what he just said? So you're saying the government is going to attack his own people and blame it on a different country. And the guy's like, there you go, coming up with crazy conspiracy theories. So if I say something like that, there you go with a crazy conspiracy theorist. This is the lone gunman Fox Pilot. Look it up. Look it up.
A small, factual...
I'm going to skip it to the plane part.
The Cold War's over, John. But with no clear enemy to stockpile against, the arms market's flat. But bring down a fully loaded 727 into the middle of New York City, and you'll find a dozen tin pot dictators all over the world just clamoring to take responsibility and begging to be smart bombed.
I can't believe it. This is about increasing arms sales. When?
Tonight,
How are you going to stop them?
that's what it looks like. With this flight, like it.
Open protocol. Remote access. Somebody on the ground's flying your plane.
Bogey, sir. Keep your course.
You see? They're,
Regional flight plan. I'm mapping the data now.
see, he's gonna do the hacking. Right, he's doing the hacking. He's gonna save the day. You're gonna see the plane is about to fly into the Twin Towers. This came out. Let me see. This came out on May 2001. You're gonna see the Twin Towers flying. The plane. Look, the lone gunman, Fox Pilot. Look it up on YouTube.
Crash the plane into the World Trade Center. Also looks like...
Look at the plane is going into the World Trade Center. Look at the World Trade Center right there.
All right, try cutting electrical power. I thought of that. I thought of everything. Ladies and gentlemen, Mission Captain.
See. Look, they're flying. They can't control the plane. What's up, Luke King?
All to return your seat. Kiss your asses goodbye.
Look at that. You see, they're gonna.
We're getting close. I know.
Look at this. They're gonna try to override it. They're gonna try to Look at the Twin Towers right there. Look at right there. The Twin Towers. They're gonna fly the plane into the Twin Towers.
Flying heavy. We're declaring an emergency. We have 110 souls on board, 60 available pounds fuel, and no dangerous goods or cargo to report.
Look at this. He's gonna try to stop it. Look at the plane that's flying into the Twin Towers. Look at the plane. Oh, it's kind of crappy quality, but you see the Twin Towers there. Look at the Twin Towers. The plane is gonna fly right into them. Look, they're flying the plane right into the. Yep, the Simpsons too. Yep, these people, the Luciferians, they have to tell you what they're gonna do before they do it. They cannot commit it without telling you they're gonna do it. Once they tell you they can do it, then they feel, they know, okay, it's okay to do it because we let you know. And this is how they let us know. This is the pilot. This is only one episode. It aired. That's their excuse. Like, hey, this aired in May when nobody watches TV in May. Everybody's in, dads and grads, Mother's Day. It's summertime. Nobody's watching TV. So this aired like in the beginning of the summer in May. Nobody's watching, and September 11 happened right after the summer was over, right? Everybody's going back to school. Did you see? Okay, we let you know. This is like letting you know, hey, on Friday, on your way to you're on your way to a weekend getaway, and I'm like, hey Bob, I'm gonna rob your house Sunday night, and you're like, yeah, come by my house Sunday, yeah. So you didn't hear that, but I let you know what I was gonna do, and you know, I rob your house on Sunday, and then you get mad at me like, whoa, why are you getting mad, Bob? I told you I was gonna rob you Sunday night. There's no reason for you to get mad. I told you that Friday. It's not my fault that you didn't pay attention what I had to say. I told you I was gonna rob your house, Bob, and you said, yeah, I have it on videotape recording. You know, so that's how it is. And I'm just, you know, I just came up with that. I watch a lot of Coffin Uprising, Blackstone Intelligence, No More News, and I just come up with my own opinions, and that's the beautiful thing about doing research. Let's see what happens here. Manual override. Override it. Come on, hacker. You gotta save the day. Override it. Look, it's about to hit the Twin Towers. Look, they're gonna fly around the Twin Towers. Look at the plane, they're flying right over it. There you go, look at that. See, they saved the day. So okay, this show, they were able to manual override, right? So you're gonna tell me on 9/11 nobody could have done a manual override or override on the planes on September 11th, right? Or they said the hijackers turned it off, or come on, ladies and gentlemen. And then the phone calls that the people made from the sky. In 2001, I think we had Sprint, VoiceStream. You know, we didn't have Verizon, I think, at the time. Verizon 4G LTE. Oh, we didn't have 5G. Because I don't know, lady, when was the last time you made a phone call from your cell phone from an airplane? And you tell me, you know, common sense. Come on, like it's common sense. 9/11 attack aired on Fox channel months before September 11th.
That was part of the plot.
On the morning of September 11, 2001.
See, and that's when Alex Jones was woke. Alex Jones used to talk about this. You can find this video on YouTube. I encourage it. 3 false coming false flags.
False flag operations are covert operations designed to deceive the public in order to make an attack look like some outside force carried it out. This gives a nation the ability to start a war and make it look like they were the victims. This is very important if the public does not want war, and it also limits the ability for opposing interests to stop the new war. Any opposition, foreign or domestic, would immediately be put in the same category as those that they claim did the false flag.
You're either with us or you're with the enemy.
False flags do not happen very often, but when they do, they change the paradigm we operate in. We all see how the world has been changed forever after 9/11. Before 9/11, we would not have put up with such a loss of privacy and a loss of liberty, much less a decade of war looking for weapons of mass.
Yep. Right? The world changed after 9/11. Everything changed after 9/11. We gave up our freedoms. You know, some people might find this offensive, but this is the truth.
Destruction or manning.
You know, these elites, right? They see us human beings, our soldiers. They see them as money. They don't see them as human beings. Okay, how many soldiers? 10,000. But wait, hold on. We're gonna make 8 billion. How much more will we make if we send 20,000 to die? 30 billion? Okay. How many to send 40,000 to die now? Wait, what? 500 billion? Okay, let's try to round up more troops. Let's blame it on Trump. Oh, we got to get this war going. I'm telling you, this is... Yep, the Mazagrean, the Patriot Act. They call it simple things like the Freedom Act. Is nothing but freedom, and there's nothing but patriotic about the Patriot Act. They hide it in the name. It's like fat free. So you're telling me there's no fat in this? No, there is fat. It's just free. We're not gonna charge you for the fat, but there's fat in here. But wait, it says fat free. Like I said, it's, you know, it's fat, but it's free. We're not charging you for it. That's like, you know, I sell you a car. It's a scratch-free car. What do you mean scratch-free? There's a big-ass scratch there. Of course. It's free. I'm not charging you for that scratch. It's all yours. Don't worry. That's what these politicians. This is how they twist the words around, man, and you just gotta know it.
Those weapons of mass destruction got to be somewhere. Nope, no weapons over there.
Look at this fool. See, look, he makes jokes of it.
Maybe under here.
With the supposed death of Osama bin Laden and the supposed end of military actions in Iraq, I feel the decks are cleared for the next big event. Historically, false flags are military in nature, but I feel going forward they will morph into something much worse. Every system built on debt needs constant debt to be created, or the system implodes. If the criminal elite can expand the debt system through asset bubbles, then all is well. But what happens if they can't get more debt created? They need to either steal other assets to provide capital for the system, or they need a reason to create massive debts that the masses will sacrifice for. Wars do both. With war, the criminal elite can confiscate the natural resources of other nations and provide the context to create massive amount of new debt. Our paradigm is failing, and there is no fixing it. There is so much inequity built into the system at every level. The only answer is for a complete collapse. This collapse will leave a generational scar so large that humanity might never consider again fractional reserve banking or the war machine it enables. Until that collapse, the criminal elite will do what they have always done: create more debt and more wars. The criminal elite see their power paradigm collapsing on its own cancerous self. A silver default, debt ceiling doom, dollar collapse, peak oil, or whatever leads ultimately to the end of the Anglo-American petrodollar financial paradigm. The Anglo-American elite might need to pull off 3 false flags in order to fail forward. This might include the typical military false flag, an economic false flag, and an informational false flag. These dramatic measures will seem necessary to the criminal elite, and the horrific toll on humanity will be justified in their minds. This societal upheaval will be time for the criminal elite to settle all the threats to their power paradigm, much like the end of Godfather 1. The first...
See how death is justified. They justify their death. They'll say, okay, we gotta kill 40,000, we gotta kill 1 million. It's easier to kill 1 million people than it is to control 1 million people now. Before, it was harder to kill 1 million people. You know why they want us to all live in New York City? Why they all want us to live in California? Why they want all these migrants to keep migrating to one location? Because it's gonna be easier to kill us all if we're all in one location, right? One world, one order, one control. Right? If your house was infested with roaches and ants and rats, wouldn't you want them all to go into one closet all together so you could just exterminate them all instead of going all around the house? Think about that. That's how they see us. They see us as roaches and ants. The greatest truth never told. 3 threats to the Anglo-American Empire. You see.
First of the 3 threats to their power is the death of the dollar. The dollar is the basis of all the...
The mathematical end of the debt-based dollar is at the core of the criminal elite's power. They must install a new, monetary paradigm after the world's wealth is wiped out. If we're not in debt, the banks can't stay open. If there's no wars, then how are the banks going to lend countries? That's why Trump is always talking about, we need more money for war. We need more money for this. And where is that money going? To our greatest ally? How come we can't build the wall, yet there's money for the army? Right? Wouldn't you want, you're spending money on offense, but you're not spending money on defense. A baseball team, you could get all the batters that you want to hit home runs. But if the other team has all the best pitchers, you know what? The pitcher's always going to beat the batters. The man's agreeing. The $39 billion for the army. And this is why you got to read between the lines. Like you say, okay, you know, like Trump supporters, MAGA. Like this is what I'm telling you. Don't be a MAGA bot. Just wake up. You know, we're bringing jobs back. Yeah, we got Candace Owens. Yeah, we got Kanye on board. Yeah, we're gonna send $89 billion to our greatest ally. Yeah, we're gonna build the wall maybe next year. What? Yeah. You know, come on, stay consistent.
criminal elite's power. Without it, or an equivalent of it,
Let's go back to this video real quick. This is a great video.
enslaves nations, states, corporations, and citizens of the world. This debt money provides the criminal elite an unlimited checkbook to fund the world's most powerful military that controls the world's natural resources so that their corporations can harvest them. It also protects the shipping lanes that transports the rest of the world's trade. This debt money also buys political power for which the elite rig the game in their favor. And finally, the criminal elite used their money to own all the major media in order to distract the masses from the real problem in the world, the debt-based banking system, and the paradigm it finances. It is no secret that the dollar is going to die. It is a mathematical inevitability. Nothing can stop the ultimate collapse of the dollar. Our monetary system is based on debt, and in order for it to work, more debt needs to be created every year in excess of the debt and interest accrued the year before. If it does not happen, there will be a massive wave of defaults that would suck the system dry in a few weeks. The elite don't necessarily care if the dollar lives or dies. They just want to control the world's currency. They would ultimately like to have a global international currency that would be far away from pesky national politicians. So if the dollar is doomed, how can the criminal elite fail forward? They can create a financial crisis so incredible that desperate people would beg the elite to make the pain stop. They did this in 1907 to set the stage for the Federal Reserve. They did this in 2008 when they held up America for $700 billion. They will do it again and use the line of stability as the main reason why we should accept their new corrupt plan. I don't think that they could pull off something this large without a much larger distraction to silence the masses. The only thing big enough to scare the masses under the protective hug of the elite is another world war. This war can put an end to another threat of the current world order, the anti-hegemon. Non-Anglo-American nations like China, Russia, Iran, Venezuela, among others, have been gaining an incredible amount of power. I call these group of non-Anglo-American powers the anti-hegemon, as they have no uniting ideology, race, or religion, other than standing in opposition to the hegemonic power of the Anglo-American empire. The anti-hegemon nations have so much to gain from a retreat.
Snow White, we will never get a wall. Avoid big crowds. You see who, the Mesogreen, you see who's dividing us and spreading the degeneracy when it's literally, you step back in the view though. Yep. Mazagreen, I couldn't agree with you more. You got to take a step back. I did that. I stopped watching Trump a while ago, a long time ago. I just started looking at things at a different view. And just as a normal people, I have normal friends that don't care about politics, but they know I know about politics, and they call me up and like, Rob, this is crazy what's going on. I don't believe the bombs are real. And just stuff like this gives me hope. And this is one of the reasons I'm starting doing videos again. Because I just want to reach out to normal people. I'm not going to put on like I said, put on a MAGA hat. And, hey, you got to make America great again. You got to build the wall. You got to do this. You got to do that. You know? No, man. We just got to be ourselves. And is it sundown yet? No, that's why I'm still live. When the sun goes down, I can't be live anymore. That's when you get all the moderators coming up. The military got to be strong. You know, I used to agree with Trump. He used to say, we got to build up our military. And I'm like, yeah. But what about the wall? We're not building on our defense. You know, it's like working out on our arms. But what about our stomach? Trump, we got to work out our abs. We got to work out our legs, baby. Come on. We got to build that wall. That's our abs right there. So you want to spend all this money on arms, on your guns, on your legs, right? The tanks, you know, your guns, the weapons. But you're not spending money on your abs. That's the wall. We need the wall. Without the abs, we can't stand up straight. We're going to be hunchbacked. We're not going to look right. We're going to look all flabby. We need to work on our abs first. Right, Trump? The wall is like their abs. Man, build the wall. That's why you got to start there first. But like somebody said in the comment section, I don't think we're getting the wall. As every day goes by, I have to say it's like my battery draining. We won't be suicidal. We're not important enough. I I'm not nobody. There's only 8 people watching me right now. Then I'm going to send a hit squad or somebody with this kind of reach. But they have people like Philip DeFranco and Candace Owens make it. You ever realize that? Like how these people make it? I'm never gonna make it after my views. I'm never gonna get invited to the White House. I'm not. That ship has sailed for me. I used to think I was, but then you just come to a realization, and when you come to that realization, life is so much better. It's like, okay, I'm never gonna have long hair. Let me just keep it short and be happy with my life, and make it work with what I have. That's what sometimes you gotta say. Let me make it work with what I have, or make it better. And that's what I've been saying. Make yourself great again. Take a step back, like the Mazagrean said. Take a step back and just look at the whole picture. But while you're taking that step back to look at everything, you're making yourself great again. You know, you're making those around you great. And you cannot make America great again without making yourself great again. There are fake conservatives. I used to like, I said this before in some videos. There's people that I never watched from the beginning. I give them like 2 seconds, like Philip DeFranco. I never watched Philip DeFranco. Let me go real quick too. Like Philip DeFranco, I never liked that moron. Let me show you real quick this cartoon. Look. Oh God, what the hell was that? Oh.
Countdown is on for the most important midterm elections in a generation. Be there for Morning Joe.
Oh, I could grow my hair. I'm growing my hair.
The Vote for America's Future, Tuesday, November 6th on MSNBC.
America's Future. Wow. Big deal. Look at this pedophilia on Netflix.
Hello? Oh, good evening. Are you the puberty fairy? The fuck did you just call me? The puberty fairy? I'm the hormone monster. I'm just here to give your friend a nocturnal emission.
He just made that little kid come. The puberty monster, right? This is a little kid, 8, 9, whatever they are, 11 years old, and he just gave that little kid an orgasm. Like, that's funny. This is comedy today. This is comedy. This is on Netflix, Big Mouth. This is the degeneracy that they're bringing to your kids. Oh, I grew up watching The Simpsons. It wasn't harmful. If you take a look at it now, The Simpsons were really harmful. I remember the first season. I used to go to church. You know, I always went to Seventh-day Adventist church on a Saturday, and then I remember watching a Simpsons episode when Homer didn't go to church, and I think like the house burned down, bad things started to happen, and then I'm like, he was like stupid church, and we all laughed like, haha, that is true. Watch. I'll see if I could find that episode of The Simpsons. Oh wow, what's up, Blues Dolls? You make my hair look nice in those cartoons, man. Hope I could give you some good audio, man. I could give you some audio. Look at this.
Oh no, that's the most I've ever made.
And for girls, we're just a yarn ball of aching tubes.
What's up, Blues Dolls? Look at this. This is period. This is the cartoon that they're showing on a little girl's period. Like, this is funny. Oh, thank you, Blues Dolls. Nah, you're the best, man. You know, when you made those cartoons of me, at the beginning I was like, damn. And then I'm like, damn, they're pretty cool, actually. You're very creative, man. That's very, very creative, man. Keep it up, man. Keep. And the thing about Blues Dolls, let's go check out everybody. Go for, we're gonna go check out Blues Dolls. Blues Dolls is better than Big Mouth. Let's go check out Blues Dolls. Let's go laugh real quick. How the hell do I find Blues Dolls? He said, I have something for you. Oh shit. I think this is one of the, I don't like Baked Alaska. I just think this is one of the funniest ones. Because the original video sucks so much. I'm gonna skip to the best part. You go check out his channel, Blues Dolls. He's made fun of me too, and I'll show you one of those.
The liberals are crying because we never stop fighting. Started on the Trump train.
and now we're all flying. Never look behind.
Make sure you check this channel out. Look, Joey Gibson. But my favorite part is this. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part right here.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
The hardcore American patriot. The hardcore American patriot.
The song sucks, but the video's awesome. The only way you get to listen to that, the only way I listened to that song was watching the Blues Dolls. So check out, look Blues Dolls. If I could get you over 200 subscribers, I'm gonna help you out. Yeah, I'm losing a bunch of subscribers. You probably get them, hopefully. Love the Portland Rally. LA Werewolf is funny. Trigger Texan.
All these red-blooded Americans, the ones that complain and yet did nothing except fall out of a pussy somewhere in Arizona.
We're over here at Los Alamitos, and
Nah, you see, these people are not funny. I make shit funny. Hold on. See, I say funny shit. You know, Blues Dolls is the reason. Like when he started making cartoons, look, I was like the first ones. When he started, I was like, damn. Like I was like one of the first ones after Hareem. Then I always make sure I always say something funny. So
build the wall, have national sovereignty, for a country for the love of our country, as a legal immigrant from South America. You know, they waited 10 years to become a U.S. citizen. It's not fair that illegals come in and want everything. But these mindless sheeps on the left, they do not understand that. And they'll come screaming at you. And they think this hat is racist and they want to just rip it off you. But this is what you do. You walk around with a pacifier. Because when you have one of these liberal sheep come
do not feed the pigeon video? Wow, thank you. There is a pigeon I want to get rid of. I think you know the pigeon. Yo, Blues Dolls, you know you gotta make a legal Latino versus King Cuck Joey Val.
real nice and gentle.
You make a real funny Joey Val. That's funny, man.
That's it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
You know what? I'll even post I'll see if I'll send you the link of the battle. You know what? I'm gonna find the battle right now. Hold on. Hold on. So forget Big Mouth. We're not gonna watch this pedophilia stuff. Let's go watch something funny. This faggot. Look at this faggot over here. How you doing?